Can we talk about how every creator productivity routine on YouTube is just complete BS? So here's my approach and how I'm able to post a new YouTube video every single week as a mom of two with no hired team, limited childcare, and who actually still wants a life. I break all of my tasks that I need to create YouTube videos down into two different buckets. I have my deep work bucket and my light work bucket. So my deep work bucket, I have things like scripting and research, editing, and filming. These are tasks that need an uninterrupted period of time where I can really get into a zone of focus. Then I have my light work tasks. These are things like email, other admin, mailing lists or funnel building, digital products, thumbnails, and uploading and doing like descriptions and titles. These tasks don't require a heavy amount of focus. I can kind of come back to them, do a little bit here and there, fit them into any old little blocks of time that I find during my day. And my rule is to protect my uninterrupted hours of time that I have during a day for deep work. So this is how my typical weekday will look like. I will have my morning, and then I have this chunk of time during the day, and that's usually around 9 to 2. And that is when my kids are in childcare, except for my eldest right now because he's off for the summer because preschool is over. So this is my deep work block. It is the period of time during the day that I can get any sort of heavy focused tasks done. Now, what actually gets put in here will vary depending on what needs to be done during the day. And also, I don't utilize like every minute of that block. I'm not that efficient, but I will try to utilize most of that block of time because I know at least one of my kids is in childcare and the other one is being looked after as well, usually by dad. Then I have a second block right here in the evening. So that's usually starts at around 8:30 and that will usually go to like 10 or like 11:30 if I'm pulling a late night. And I find that that also works well as a deep work block because the children are asleep. So I have time to actually sit and focus and get into a groove of doing something. And so then during these other slots of time here, I won't be doing any editing or filming or scripting. This time is protected for time with my kids. I don't know, I found that like when I'm with my kids and I'm working or like trying to do working, it's like, mom, look at me. I need this or I need that. And I find that I just give 50% to each, which isn't fair. So I produce mediocre stuff and my kids get a mediocre mom. So instead, I like to just use the time that I have to focus and work. And then the time that I don't have, that I'm not in those deep work blocks, I'm with my kids. I'm focused on my kids. I'm playing with my kids. Now my weekends and days that my kids are off school because they're sick look a little bit more like this. This one period of time, so that's usually like 12 to 1:30. That's my youngest one's nap. My oldest one's still up and about, but at least I only have one kid to worry about. And then again, I have this little evening block. So 8:30 to 10/11:30. It's not long enough to have like a true deep work block, but we could still get a little bit of work done. So it's like a mixture. Every other period of time, like in these blocks here and here, I can, if I have a moment, fit in those light work tasks. And what I mean by that is if maybe dad's playing with the boys because they're doing hockey outside and I'm like, okay, I may just sneak away and do 15 minutes of emails here and there. Or if they're sitting down and eating, I could be on my phone doing a little bit of work there. So like I don't get a lot of work done during my non-deep work blocks. The same goes for like these evening slots. They're kind of like a mixture. If I need to get some of the light work tasks done, so like they've jumped up in priority, then I will do those in the evening. Because then if I'm tired for the day, I could stop earlier. So now let me show you how this kind of works in a weekly schedule. So I plan my content 2 videos at a time. It takes me roughly a full day to do research and scripting on a video. Now I don't script word for word, but I do script a fairly good outline of what I want to say in the video. So these will be my scripting days. So I'm doing 2 videos. So I'm scripting 2 videos. I'm doing research on 2 videos. Sometimes it might take me 3 days to do 2 videos if it's like a more technical video that I need a little bit more time and research on. The next day will be my filming day, and I will film 2 videos. So that's today. There are 2 videos being filmed today. And then for editing, it takes me roughly 2 days to edit 1 video. So I will only work on 1 edit at a time though, because more than that I find is a little too chaotic. So then here we have the editing. And I'm just doing 1 video. And now brings me to the weekend, which, like I mentioned, I do not have childcare for. And I usually have some sort of social event happening this weekend. Or not. I try. It's usually like a birthday party or maybe we go for a hike with the kids. So I'm not planning big work things on the weekend. But if you noticed in my schedule, none of my deep work tasks are set for the weekends. Work here on the weekends will be things like thumbnails, upload, or any other thing that needs to be done for the video, right? To get it ready for Monday, because I post my videos on Mondays. One of those videos will be posted here. So let's put a little X. We got a video. Yeah, so that's 1 video done for that Monday. Now, because we filmed 2 videos on Wednesday last week, I can go right back into editing. So my Monday and Tuesday, we are editing again. I could do my thumbnails and my uploads on Wednesday. I could use up a deep work block for that. But what I like to do instead is move those again to the weekend. So I'm not scheduling my video too far in advance. It's literally just going up the day before. But now I've freed up the rest of the middle of my week scripting. So, and now I have Friday to film 2 videos. So then if we want to extend this for another week, I upload that other video that I filmed back here. Remember, like I filmed that video literally 2 weeks ago, and now that video is finally getting uploaded, but I have 2 more in the pipeline because I already filmed 2 more. I hope this is making sense. This is how I've found I can have flexibility in my life. And if something comes up, like say a kid is sick now on Monday, so I can't do anything on Monday, that's okay. I got a video out and I still have 2 videos filmed. So I still have the whole rest of this week here to get 1 video edited, which only takes me 2 days. So as long as I have at least 2 days during this week here, I know that I will get a video out the following week. I would prefer to be actually a couple videos filmed ahead, but life. And we're not there yet. Back to editing ×1. I might go right into editing again. Now, if you were to take away anything from this, I hope it's to take away that you should be at least batch filming. You should be batch writing, like scripting, and batch filming, because that will allow you to have the buffer to have a life. Now, you might look at that and go, oh, but Nadine, you're working every single evening. No, not quite, but yeah, a little bit. There are certain things that I have to sacrifice if I want to do this. I want to spend more time with my boys. I want to have those big afternoon, middle of the day chunks with them and weekends with them. It means that, yes, I've had to give up a lot of the free time in my evenings. Now, not every single evening am I working. I usually have like 2 evenings a week that I'm not, like either one, I'm just exhausted from the day, like we did something tiring. And so like my husband and I will just watch a movie or a show or something, or we'll just have to do groceries or other bills, just general life admin that needs to be taken care of. Or what I'll do is I will do more evening work so I can have more daily free time. Like I'll take a day and go golfing, go shopping. Another thing I want to note is that I'm doing just enough to get a video out every single week. Picking your cadence and then arranging everything else so that that cadence never changes. Because my week is so floating, it's a floating week, maybe I'll edit less. Like I've been saying 2 days to edit, maybe I just spend a day and I edit. Maybe instead of 2 days to script 2 videos, it takes me 1 day to script 2 videos because I do a less research heavy video. So this is how I can kind of fiddle with the times that I do have during the week to kind of fit my life and what's happening in my life during that week. So the video cadence never changes, but the quality or the type of video can vary that week. And here's the thing, this isn't just like a mom thing. Like my childcare issues are also like similar to if I had a part-time or even full-time job that you are juggling being a creator around as well. So I was watching this Alex Hormozy video where he was coaching another creator on like why they weren't growing. And this guy, he had a full-time job, so he was working 40 hours a week. He had kids and he was already posting once a week. And the advice that he got was just work harder. And that just didn't sit right with me. Like, dude is already working hard enough. My advice for that guy would be, maybe this isn't the right time to be taking this on. This isn't the right season of your life to be tackling growing a YouTube channel. And instead of trying to like grind more and squeeze out more time that you clearly don't have, take that time and just learn. Like maybe this is your season of learning instead of doing. And I know that is usually the opposite advice that what you hear, but when I had my second kid back in 2014, I couldn't do YouTube videos at all. The season of life that I was in was all consuming with children. And all that time that I spent learning, that I spent experimenting, I'm now able to apply it and use that knowledge, actually gain traction because I have enough time. And if there is something that being on YouTube for 20 years has proven to me, it's that new creators join and start the platform from zero and blow up their channels and have success every single year. You are not too late. You have not missed the boat. You have time. You can start when you are ready. So I just showed you the when, but if you want to see the where I put my videos, like every idea, every script, all my notes, how I keep my floating week from not falling apart, it's in this video right here.